Welcome everyone. Welcome back to my page. This is Malika Jackson from Bennett Realty Solutions. How are you? Hope all is well with you and yours. Everything is awesome with me and mine. And I am back for day 40 of our top 50 real estate terms in 50 days. And for those of you who do not know me, I am a luxury real estate agent in the Washington, D.C. greater capital area. I've been doing it for 15 years. I hold 2 degrees, one in business management with a minor in entrepreneurship and one in information systems management. Yes, I used to play with computers for a living before I started drawing blood for a living, and then before I started selling real estate for a living. Anyway, my gift and goal is to help you tap into wealth through strategic real estate procedures like purchasing, selling, and investing. All of those can make you money. That is what I specialize in, and that is what I'm here to help you do. So, welcome to my page. Today is day 40 again of my top 50 real estate terms in 50 days. I'm kind of sad it's almost over. We only have 10 more terms. And to be honest with you, as you may have noticed, this is going way beyond 50 days because people have been, I always forget my little microphone. People have always been giving us like tips, and I'm adding more. And then I got sick last year and missed a couple days. And so it's been a thing. So we're probably way past 50 days, but it's going to be what it's going to be. Okay. So today is day 40, and this is another 2-for-1. We had a few times where I had a 2-for-1. This is another 2-for-1. So our 2 terms that's going to make up day 40 is inclusions and exclusions. Those are our terms of the day. Now let me tell you what they are. So when you go into a property and you go and take a look at this house, right? You're going to see things all over the place. Now there is something called fixtures and non-fixtures. And fixtures, understanding fixtures and non-fixtures will help you understand inclusions and exclusions. So if you go into a home and you see something you like and it's attached to the property, it is called a fixture, meaning it's attached and then it belongs to the property. It is property of the owner because it belongs to the property. It's attached to the property. That's a fixture. A non-fixture will be something like if you walk in the house and you see like a center island, but you look at the bottom of the center island and it's actually a rolling center island, not a center island that's attached to the property. And this has been a big deal at closing sometimes when people don't check these things. It is not a fixture, so it's handled differently. However, if you go and you see this really beautiful, let's say you see some beautiful custom shelving, custom cabinetry, custom closet work, it's attached to the property. That's a fixture, right? So sometimes when you go in to look at a house, you may see something there that the seller does not intend to leave there. They only have it there for showing purposes because they want it to look pretty. I'll give you a good example. I had a house one time in Potomac, Maryland. Beautiful chandelier in the main lobby when you come in. Right now we're talking about a house in Potomac, so you know how big this lobby is. Like the lobby itself is probably the size of a whole house. This chandelier was beautiful. Buyer walks in, loves the chandelier. The seller did not disclose that chandelier was actually, one of our terms, an exclusion, meaning it was only there for the purposes of the tour. The seller was going to remove it and take them with them. So when the buyer got there for their final walkthrough, you can imagine the buyer was hot, right? So that's the purpose of the inclusion and exclusion. So in DC and in the state of Maryland, there is a form, an inclusions, exclusions form. On that form, the seller is supposed to specify if there's anything in that house that could be confusing, i.e. a chandelier that may be removed, custom drapes that may have to come out, stuff like that, custom cabinetry. There's things, custom closet systems that may be there when you are looking, but that may not be there when you go to closing. So there's a little section on the inclusions and exclusions sheet, and there's a section where you write inclusions and one where you write exclusions. I just had another one, a house I sold on, I think it was 426 23rd Place in Northeast, right across the street from RFK Stadium. We just sold about 3 weeks ago for $624,000. There was a beautiful picture that belonged to the owner's grandmother. Now the owner is 70 something. So you can imagine how long this picture had been in the family if it belonged to her grandmother. She didn't want to leave the wall blank because the house was old and she wanted to leave something to make it look kind of pretty, but she wanted her grandmama's picture. So I did an exclusions, inclusions addendum for her. We put the poster on the exclusion section, and then when the buyer comes, this is another thing, when you first look at a house, you have a right to get something called a disclosure package, and that is an initial, that might have to be one of my words of the day. That's your initial package that tells you everything about the history of this house so that you can decide if you want to write an offer on it. In my disclosure package that I prepared for my seller and for any buyers interested in this property that I'm selling was my inclusions, exclusions form, which included the fact that this poster picture family heirloom was going to be an exclusion, meaning it's there now, but it ain't gonna be there when you get here, when you buy it, okay? So that's it. That's my day 40. That's the inclusions and exclusions. If there's ever something in your home that you want to say, you know what, I want to buy to make sure that they understand that this chandelier is going to be there when they buy. Maybe that will help them buy. Put it on your inclusion section of your addendum. If that chandelier's got to come out, put it on your exclusions form of your inclusions, exclusions addendum. Okay? All right, that's it. That's all I got. Ask me any questions. Pick my brain. I'm here to help. And I'll see you on day 41. Okay? Bye.